Hey everybody, welcome back. Quick little hit here on Worldwide TV. I'm Rod Egan, Worldwide Auctioneers, standing here at our temporary home here in Scottsdale, Arizona, where we're going to do our Scottsdale auction. And behind me is a bunch of great iron, as you can see. And we're looking forward to having everybody come out and look. You don't have to be a buyer to come out to one of these great auctions. Just come out and see us. So you get to see some things you don't always get to see. Right here, for example, been to Pebble Beach, 1935 Delahaye 135M. Coachwork by Fagoni. Really, really cool car. French inspired, obviously. Look at those lines. Unmistakable Delahaye from the period. One of the hallmarks of the great French coach builders. All that sweet swoopiness. Pretty cool. And then you get back into some American stuff, like the one on my left here. Another car that's been on the lawn of Pebble Beach. The mighty Model J Dusenberg. So this Dusenberg has got updated coachwork by Bowman & Schwartz, built in 1929. They only made about 400, and very few were custom bodied. So it gets you into a place that, you know, you're welcome literally all over the world. So we got a lot of different stuff here, different kinds of cars, sports cars, pre-war classic cars, stuff here for everybody. I mentioned Bowman & Schwartz a minute ago with the Dusenberg. This is the very first car that Bowman & Schwartz ever did. This is a 1932 Chrysler Imperial Cabriolet. And when Bowman & Schwartz left, the two gentlemen left Murphy Coach Builders. They decided to embark and go out on their own. And I would, without hesitation, say that the first car they ever built, this one, and is unquestionably incredible. So, first one they built, the only one like it. There'll never be another one like it. So this is a car that's gotten a lot of attention. And then, I mean, like I said, we got all kinds of cars. We get over on here, we've got Alpha, the little GTV, Porsche 911s. Everybody loves a good VW Bug, classic BMWs, all the way through. Great little range of cars. So if you're a sports car enthusiast, we got lots of those, Jags. And over my shoulder is the Hummer. If you see that, that's what it looks like when you spend almost 600 grand on a Hummer. So this guy decided to have this custom built by Predator. Literally everything about this is new and or redone. It's got a killer stance. The trailer in the back, you're sustainable for a month outdoors. So it's satellite worthy. It has solar panel powered water. So literally you could take this, be off the grid, and that's what the owner did. He had it built and he would go off the grid and go on hunting trips and stay out on his own and be fully self-sufficient. So he's had his fun with it. It's here and it's ready for the next happy owner for having some fun too. So a little bit of everything here. We got killer V8 Fords from the Ron Thorne collection as well. Packards, Cords, you name it. Like I said, the sports cars, Ferrari 512, Red Book Classic A certified. Just a lot of cool stuff. So if you're a car enthusiast at all, just come on down and have some fun looking at cars. Come and chat with any of our staff. We're happy to just chat about cars, whether you're in the market to buy anything or not. So come out, enjoy some good weather. Come see us in Scottsdale. Hey gang, welcome back. Rod here again, Worldwide TV, in our preview tent now here in Scottsdale. And everybody always asks me what my favorite car is. The answer is there's a whole bunch of them. It's way too hard to pick a favorite. Too many great styles, great cars. And one of the reasons I say that is this car, for example, not your daddy's Impala, but this is affectionately known as Double Bubble, one of the greatest custom builds of a Chevrolet Impala ever. Killer wagon, multiple award winner, big time cars. So you're getting, again, like I said earlier, you know, a little flavor, a little bit of something for everybody. And what I love about this is the thoughtfulness that goes into design and creation. You look down the sides of this car, all the custom modifications, everything is done at the absolute highest level. So for a guy like me that has been a car guy my whole life, I appreciate everything about this car, from design elements to what the, like, how do you get it from your tiny little brain onto paper and then make it look like this? And when I say tiny little brain, that's me. Obviously not the people that did this car. So I'm always amazed at the skill, the talent that it takes from idea to paper to actually getting the finished product. So I have the utmost respect for guys that design and build this stuff, custom stuff. And then you get back into, you talk about custom stuff. Here's a dual Ghia. So they made 100 of these cars, Chrysler powered, and they sent the bodies out to Ghia in Italy to get done. And these were, in the day, the cars of the stars. So you had the Rat Pack, all kinds of actors. Like I said, they only made 100 of these, and they're just incredible. So you have great American underpinnings and Ghia Italian body put on all these cars. So you get a little bit of best of American and international flavor all wrapped into one. And then you get what most people don't know. The Cord is the first front-wheel drive car built in America. The generation before this was first. This is a front drive Cord, supercharged, factory supercharged in 1937. Look at those pipes. This car is killer. Love this car. So a lot of great cars were being made in America back in the 30s. Not too many people know of these, affectionately referred to as the coffin nose Cords. Certainly one of a kind. Awesome cars to have, awesome cars to drive. And then you want a little bit of a change of pace. You want something with a little more thump, a little more punch, a little more power. You're talking about Mopar Hemis. So 426 shaker hood, Hemi Challenger RT. This car is black birth. It's exactly how it was. Undoubtedly, one of the must-have cars is one of the early Hemi cars, certainly in this body style. And then you go back to Dutch Darren designed Packard. 14 of these are called the Hollywood Darrens, the first one that Dutch did. This is one of the first 14, so historically significant, really, really cool. Obviously, you don't see these every day. And then you get to something a little bit more, 57 Chevy Bel Air. Everybody's seen these. These are iconic, probably the most iconic car of the 50s, really. This is a fuel-injected car, incredibly rare from that standpoint, to where you get, you know, the ultimate of 50s back in the day, right? The fins, dual antennas, you get it all. And you go for a car that's been incredibly well restored to one of my favorite cars in the entire auction, because it is the absolute opposite of restoration. This is exactly the way it was back in the day, completely original. So it's a 1930 Stutz Blackhawk Roadster. Drives like a new car. It's incredible. So for me, I have just as much admiration for this car because of the originality, how it's maintained all its integrity. There's just something about stuff that's incredibly original. So when I talk about favorite cars, you get the double bubble Impala, that there is nothing original about that. It's a masterpiece. It's one of the great works of art. To this is what it's looked like its whole life, and it is awesome. And I've driven this car. It's a car I'd love to own one day. Phenomenal car. You get Dusenberg engines. You don't see that every day. That's the Model J engine. So there's a Model J out in the front there that we talked about earlier. This is one of about 400 of the great Dusenberg engines that were built for the J's. And it's a masterpiece. It's incredible back in the day. And if you look behind me, there's just cars from every era, every make and design. So Scottsdale, it's Car Week is phenomenal in Scottsdale. Everybody loves it, A, because the weather's so great, but B, because there's so many places you can go to come and see cars. So if you're a car person at all, come out and see us, Scottsdale. The auction's this Wednesday night. Viewing's open all the time. Come on, hang out, have a coffee. We'll talk about cars.